Good day, everybody. I am at the storage. We just went and got the rest of our stuff from our slumlord's house. I want to show you guys real quick. Everyone is one paycheck away from being homeless, and even if you have the means, it still ain't up to you. In my position, the landlord knew the judge. There was black mold. She didn't want to take care of it. I was there 6 years. The judge sided with her because she has an old family name. So I just want to show you guys something real quick. This is what it looks like when other people have control over you. You could do everything right. Unfortunately, you don't always have control of your own life. And like I said, you could be one paycheck away from being homeless, or you can even do the right thing and still be homeless. And then next thing you know, you got your whole life in a storage area, even the car. And today she gave us 2 hours to go back and pick everything up, which 2 hours ain't enough to pick up 6 years worth of stuff. And as you see, we're already doing everything. But she's trying to make it seem like it was our fault because she didn't want to fix mold or anything. But we went, picked up the rest of our stuff, and it's so much stuff.
We didn't even get to take the baby gate, and nobody came and got.
Nope. And we posted stuff on. Well, we were at the laundromat, and we had a bunch of stuff that we wanted to donate. So we put up a list saying free dog crates, cat crates, baby clothes, etc. Because we wanted families to have things that we were able to acquire that might have costed them too much money. And when we got there, when we got to the landlord's house, in New York State, I'm pretty much sure in a lot of states, the landlords are not allowed to touch the tenants' things. And like I said, this ain't like a thing where we didn't pay rent and stuff like that. We were done dirty, like really done dirty. So we came there. She had people from the church there and other people. I don't know if she thought she was going to intimidate us, but that really don't work with us. That don't work with us type of people here. Anyways, even the guy from the church, he came over, he made it so we can get an extra hour by, talking to her. Then he came over and he's like, he said my name and he's like, hey, but, I convinced her to give you 5 more minutes, and I told him I appreciate it. And it sucks because he's like, I wish it was under better circumstances. And I'm like, I wish it was too, because it's not what it seems, And he's like, I know, because everybody knows she has power over the church, and that's why I stopped going, because she would judge me if I was like 10 minutes late. And when I was going to church, I worked at a place where I would do double shifts, and I would try to go as much as I could. So it's a lot of discrimination she did against us. We try to get help. This is all over, falling 2 weeks behind. I was getting a new job. She couldn't wait 2 weeks. She told us to get help, and we did, and she
refused to sign the papers.
Yeah, she refused.
Just saying that we lived there.
She refused to sign papers saying that we lived there. And we think it's because everything wasn't on the up and up, So she slowed down the process, and then she got a lawyer. And we literally lived on the same property. We lived 15 feet away, and she wouldn't talk to us. The only time she would talk to us is when the toilet would make a noise. She'd hear it, but she'd blame us for that too, and that was her fault. She needed plumbing work done, and I got tired of doing the work. I had to do the hot water heater. She threatened to kick us out 1 year because the hot water heater wasn't working. She had her nephew come try to fix it. He couldn't fix it. They were going to kick us out if they had to replace it. So I found that it was having an air to fuel problem ratio. So I took the little window out, and we just had to turn it on every time we needed hot water. And then one time she tried to kick us out for being pregnant, and she gave us a letter actually saying it wasn't safe to have a baby. And when we questioned it, she wouldn't answer us, and then years later, we're moving stuff in the back, and you move your bed, you see black mold, and all this stuff happened because she didn't want to be a good landlord. And what happened was, we were good tenants. We never had anyone over. We're on our own here because we never had people come over, because we just wanted to live peacefully.
Yes.
We just wanted to live peacefully. We never had parties, any of that. But I just wanted to show you guys, what it looks like. If you see someone that's struggling or whatever, don't assume that, they're, that they didn't pay rent or they're on drugs or anything like that, because it ain't always that. It's sometimes you can do the right thing, and some people just have control over you, over the situation. So pretty much, I'm just saying, don't judge people, and also remember that it can happen to you. You don't think so, but it can happen to you. So I took videos of the mold. I know I put up stuff like that before, and I'll just keep people up to date because people ask me to keep them up to date. So I'm trying my best to keep up to date with everything. So again, like, subscribe, and I appreciate y'all. And like I said, anyone that subscribes to me, I subscribe back automatically. And YouTube only lets me see certain subscribers. So if you don't see me subscribe back to you, write a comment saying, hey, I subbed, sub back, and I'll sub back. My goal is to sub back to every person that subs to me. If by somehow, God willing, I ever get 1 million subscribers, I'll have 1 million subscriptions. I try to keep my word as best as I can. Thank you. Like, subscribe. Appreciate you.